Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to you and Senator Heinrich for holding this hearing. Really important for our ability to be able to write our appropriations bills. So I appreciate it. And I want to thank each of you and all your staff at your agencies for your really excellent support that you provide to this committee and to Congress. You know, from day one, President Trump has unilaterally frozen or contravened critical funding provided in our bipartisan laws. Those actions by Trump and Russ Vogt have really wreaked havoc for our families and communities across the country. That is really not what the Constitution envisioned. Congress has the power of the purse, period. Our presidents cannot pick and choose which parts of a law that they can follow. So, Comptroller Dodaro, I wanted to ask you, you have testified that GAO is investigating the Trump administration's efforts to block federal funds as potential violations of the Impoundment Control Act. What is the status of those investigations?
We have right now 39 different investigations underway. We're trying to get the information from the agencies about what their legal position is for not expending the money. I'm looking forward to what I understand to be a submission by the administration of a rescission package, which will be following the Impoundment Control Act. So we'll look at that. We're monitoring all the litigation surrounding these areas that we're investigating in. Only 3 agencies so far have given us the information that we need. OMB's not been responsive, nor EPA. A number of other agencies are due to get us information this week or next week. So I would imagine starting next month after we look to see what is in the rescission package, obviously.
Next month is in May.
Yeah, pardon me, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so starting of them. Some, you know, the ones, they won't all come at once. They'll come as we collect and analyze all the information.
What options do you have if you don't get timely or responsive information from the federal agencies?
Well, we'll have to make decisions then on our own based upon the available information. Some of it will be in the lawsuit filings that we're following right now, and then we'll have to go forward doing this. We had to do this in the past in Interior Department, which didn't respond for a long period of time. Congress put in language then, after that experience, in the appropriation law requiring Interior to give us information within a certain period of time. I would suggest respectfully that that be included in this year's appropriation bill specifically as it relates to Impoundment and Control Act decisions, that they're timely in responding to us. We can give you a reasonable time frame. And more broadly, a provision of general cooperation, giving GAO access to the information we need in our audit issues, because this will address the chairman's problem, question about us being more efficient. We can only be as efficient as we can get the information from the agencies. And also, we've had, in some cases, we give agencies up to 30 days to respond to our draft reports. Sometimes they drag on longer.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. And Congress, really rely on GAO's expertise as a nonpartisan expert watchdog. So we appreciate your work, and I'm going to stay on top of this. Look forward to working with you on that. Mr. Swagel, Republicans are, as you know, moving full speed ahead with the reconciliation package, promising to deliver more than $5.3 trillion in new tax breaks for billionaires and large corporations. And at the same time, some Republicans have promised that Medicaid, which is a lifeline for our kids and seniors, is safe. But the reality is Republicans can't keep both of those promises. I want to examine this with you. The Republican reconciliation instruction directs $880 billion in cuts within the House Energy and Commerce Committee, which has jurisdiction over Medicaid, Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP. You responded to a question from House Ranking Member Brendan Boyle and Frank Pallone in March regarding spending within the House Energy and Commerce Committee's jurisdiction, excluding Medicare, which Republicans say is off the table. In your response, you said over 10 years, Medicaid outlays will account for 93% of baseline budget projections for energy and commerce. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And if you add in CHIP, is it fair to say you are now talking north of 95%?
That's right. Once you take out Medicaid and CHIP, there's only $381 billion still in the current baseline.
Okay. So looking at Table 1 in that March 5th letter, is it fair to say the remainder is nowhere close to that $880 billion?
That's correct. In the letter that we sent to Mr. Boyle and Mr. Pallone, the dollars after Medicare, Medicaid, and CHIP are much smaller than the instruction.
Yeah. Okay, so just for the record, I just want to say it would appear to me to be impossible for Energy and Commerce, the committee with jurisdiction, to reach the spending cuts required under the Republican reconciliation instructions without cutting Medicaid or putting Medicare back on the table. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Heinrich, I understand you've got a couple more questions.